Happy 4th of July, Independence Day, day of that we celebrate and have some barbecues and whatnot. So hope you have a great 4th of July. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. So I've been reading through Nehemiah, and this has been a really awesome book for me. I'm excited about it, and there's something I wanted to share with you. So background is right before this, the end of 2nd Chronicles, and then Ezra, Jerusalem, the temple was destroyed. It was burned down by King Nebuchadnezzar. The Israelites were pulled away into captivity for 70 years. Then they get they get favor. The hand of God allows them to come back out of captivity, and they rebuild the temple. That's in Ezra. And then Nehemiah is working he's working for the king of Persia, and he has this deep mourning after he gets a report that Israel is still torn down. It's all rubble. The wall is burnt down and charred, and houses are in. So God gives him favor once again, and the king allows him to go and rebuild the city walls. And so in Nehemiah 3, it's just a list of all these people who are working on the wall, and I want to give you a little bit of this. So I'm just going to read little sections of it. The old city gate was repaired by Joiada, son of Pesesh, and Meshullam, son of Besodiah. Next to them were Mattaliah from Gibeon, Jadon from Manaoth, people from Gibeon, and people from Mizpah, the headquarters of the governor of the province west of the Euphrates River. Next was Uzziel, son of Hariah, a goldsmith by trade, who also worked on the wall. Beyond him was Hananiah, a manufacturer of perfumes. They left out a section of Jerusalem as they built the broad wall. Repulah, son of Hur, the leader of half the district of Jerusalem, was next to them on the wall. Next, Jehoiada, son of Harompha, repaired the wall across from his own house, and next to him was Hattush, son of Hashbai. So you see this goes on, and so there's leaders. You saw in there was a leader of the district of Jerusalem, and then there's priests, and there's these different people, and basically what it comes down to is more or less all the people, all of the exiles who had returned, whatever their job was, whatever their skill set was, they all took responsibility for rebuilding and putting back together these gaps that were in the wall of Jerusalem surrounding the city. And so, for each of us, wherever you are, whether you're a priest per se, or a business person, or whatever you do, whatever you see as your role in life, we all have these gaps that could be within our walls, these areas, and walls in a good way, walls that are building up, protecting, and causing us to stay strong. And so the question that I'm posing is are we focused on making sure that there are no gaps in our walls? Building up our defenses, taking the time when God has given us favor. If you're in a season in life where God is giving you some favor and abundance, are you building up those walls through the power of God? Are you building up those walls? Are you taking the time? Because they had to take time out of their lives. They didn't just get to stop working. They were doing that and this. And they were being attacked and mocked, and there was even stuff that was coming against them. But the question is, are we willing to use the time that God has given us to rebuild the walls and to fill those gaps in our life? So I want you to consider in your own life what God might be saying to you, what gaps there might be in your own defenses during this time, and ask Him, Lord, help me to rebuild these defenses and build them up, so that when the time of attacking does come, when the seasons come where we aren't so strong, that our fortresses and our strength and our walls are built up. So dive into Nehemiah. It's a short book. It's awesome. It's about midways through the Old Testament. It's really encouraging. So I encourage you to dive into that. Coming up this week, we're going to continue with our series Table for Two. If you've been joining us the past few weeks, we've had some incredible, awesome teaching. And this week is going to be more of the same. Adrian and Luke Kavanagh are going to be on stage and be talking about some different things, and I'm really excited for you to be a part of it. So join us this coming Sunday as we continue this series, Table for Two on marriage. And connectors, have a great and safe 4th of July.